All right, I guess we're recording now. All right, let's just go.
You are listening to Real Men of Genius.
How many times did you have to do that?
A lot. So at first I was just recording it on my computer speaker, and then I upgraded. I didn't have the mics yet. I got my Xbox mic and recorded it on there because it sounded so bad on the computer speakers. But I was just playing with the GarageBand settings to get the...
Because that reminds me of one of the cringy TikToks. You don't have many.
I have cringy TikToks?
As opposed to another person that you were doing this TikTok with. The whole Days of Thunder one where you had to like hit those lines perfectly.
I did hit them perfectly. My co-star, I feel like, didn't put in the effort.
Like the 6th or 7th time, probably.
I was first try every time. There was no... I take that back. I was laughing so hard when we very first came up with the idea, or I came up with the idea, and Kyle was like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. It was Kyle. Kyle Weatherman was the one doing it.
No, I know you got mine pretzeled. I know you're not going to let me
put
me and my car to your car.
Yeah. I definitely got screwed up on that. But anyway, we're here. Episode 5. Matt's got me all sidetracked. Episode 5, Real Men of Genius. I'm here with Matt as always, and our boy Sawyer.
Hello.
Sawyer Ott.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Commissioner of the Iron Thunder Racing League. What's your nickname in there? The judge?
The warden.
The warden. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's our Iracing League warden. He's ruling it with an iron fist. Jerry was actually talking some trash. He was like, we were behind somebody, and he was like, I'm just going to wreck them. They're already trying to suspend me.
Yep. I mean, he had a target on his back for sure. That's all I am, just the ITO commissioner.
He is my good friend Sawyer from Mississippi. He went to Ole Miss. I'm sure he's proud of that.
Toddy.
Yeah.
Win over the Tigers this weekend.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't watch football.
6-1.
I don't even watch, I love the Dallas Cowboys, but I won't watch them because if I watch, they lose. I've literally proven this. When
I watched the Saints and I thought we were going to lose, but luckily.
Speak into the microphone.
You got to talk into here.
I don't want to get too loud. I don't want to be.
Not
it's all
top.
That's,
Speak into this.
I got to learn.
Honestly, we should have adjusted this first.
Raise it up. Taller.
Raise it up.
So Bailey, as he's adjusting his microphone, tell us about your weekend at Kansas.
It was going really good, and then I thought I completely threw it away. Just ran out of talent off 4, I guess. I've been getting loose there all day. I was pretty much loose the whole race, and got in some traffic. Kind of got boxed in. I think I might have had someone on my left rear, kind of jacking me up with some air. Just wicked sideways and smacked the wall with the right rear. Wrapped around, hit the right front. Flat right front, went 2 laps down. We're able to get back. Like, I was so mad when that happened. I was almost borderline old school Kurt Busch, except I just wasn't keying up the radio. Like, I was just yelling in the car. But then we were able, I was like, all right, we can at least get, because I was worried about the owner's points. We're racing the 90 for owner's points, and we were tied. So I was like, all I got to do is just beat him, and we'll be back in the money or whatever. So there you go. Hit that one.
The reaction time wasn't.
And we did accomplish that. I was like, all right, he's 2 down. I'm 2 down. I know I can catch him and pass him. Whatever. Did that, and I was like, all right, we're in decent shape. Got a caution, took a wave around, got to 1 lap down, and then I'm kind of racing around on older tires. Couldn't really do much, and then we were able to pit and take tires. And I was like, I knew right there, I was like, this is my chance. Like, I have to get it right now, or it's probably not going to come. So I shot 3 middle, and then as the 19 spinning, I think I was racing the 44 for the lucky dog. He started spinning, and the caution hadn't come out yet, but people are slowing down. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to stay in the gas, hope I don't hit him, and try to pass all these cars before the caution actually comes out. Was able to do that, got the lucky dog, drove back up to 16th. That last caution kind of hurt us because those people with an extra set of tires. Obviously, we used ours when I had the flat. But yeah, P16 after a hard-fought day, so I was pretty happy with it.
In the Fort Worth screen printing car.
The Fort Worth screen printing car yet again. It comes through.
Yeah, just to add to that, had a front row view of that save. Coming out of 4, we were pitted pit stall 36 or so, and I was pitting for Kyle, and I think he was involved in that too, but
We were racing together. We were like 4 wide or
It
something
was pretty
ridiculous.
impressive. I thought all three of you were going to wreck. And yeah, everybody was able to hang on to it. But, yeah, at the end there, like you said, with the tires, to be able to hang on to 16th, I think was really impressive. But, we didn't have tires either, and we fell back. And a lot of guys that did have tires charged up through there. So
Yeah. No, we were solid. I did my proudest moment of the entire race. Here, you can adjust it with that too, to like straighten that
it
up.
was cutting out.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Matt, talk.
About what?
That's all you need to do. But yeah, I did my proudest moment of the entire race. I did a slide job on Garrett Smithley and Jeb Burton at the same damn time. 2 for 1.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you messed that up royally. But yeah, got 2 for 1. The slide jobs were fun this weekend. My car was just loose enough where I could just drive it way off in there and just back it up to the wall and actually get decent runs. Me and Jeremy Clement swapped them back and forth for like 3 laps. Just slide each other each corner. It was pretty awesome.
So is Kansas what we want every mile and a half to be?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I like the fact they're different. Kansas is definitely one of the more fun ones, obviously.
I think it's the peak. Like, it's the pinnacle.
It is a really, really good racetrack. Like,
out of all mile and a half.
It's like you don't need PJ1 or resin, but you can still rip the bottom and you can still rip
I wouldn't say you can rip the top, but
multiple lanes.
Yeah, I would say like any I feel like good dirt track when they really get rolling, like for example Millbridge, when it gets ringed around the top like that, it's when you start seeing like the haymakers and the big sliders coming in, and that's what makes it exciting, I think. Homestead gets like that. Honestly, Auto Club gets like that. Funny thing, one of the engineers at JD was talking to me. He said he rode around like a pace car one time at Kansas, and it kind of brought up a good point. Kansas is almost a short track. Like, the front straightaway is so curved that the back straightaway is like short. So it almost feels like a short track, just really fast.
Yeah, I mean, the progressive banking, like that, and Homestead, I think just stand out to most people that think
progressive banking is the way to go.
Well, just the best mile and a half that come to people's mind are Homestead and Kansas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Texas was that way. Texas was good. I mean, it didn't have progressive banking, but Old Texas was good.
I still like Texas.
Atlanta is good.
Atlanta was good. We don't know what it's going to be now.
Yeah, it's already.
I've been seeing.
I saw the videos of the construction, and
it's really weird.
Something.
It looks wildly banked.
It looks like Talladega, but narrow.
It's really weird that Kansas and Homestead are non-SMI tracks, and they're probably the best racing product.
Well, I mean, just honestly, SMI, like, they have the same blueprint for everywhere, pretty much. So that's why they're all similar. I wouldn't say they're the same. Yeah. Like, Atlanta was a little bit different.
Charlotte
faster.
has its moments.
Charlotte's so narrow and bumpy.
Yeah, like, it has its moments of highlights, but overall, it's.
I enjoy Texas the way it is now, because you can just, the only way you pass is by using the bumper, which I think is interesting at a mile and a half.
As goes old Kentucky.
I never raced that one.
The bumpy Kentucky.
Bumpy Kentucky.
Anything that's worn out and's got bumps and character is going to be better.
Track's got to have character. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to have an identity.
Matt, how was your week?
I got a little heated on Sunday.
Really?
Oh, he did.
I was with you the whole time, I feel like.
No, you weren't. When I was actually off doing my portion of what I do on Sundays.
Well, you got ahead of the game with your stickers. You didn't wait until final adjustments.
I had to tell you how to do those.
Well,
we got those in before the optical sanitation.
Yes. So people may not know, but I put on emergency stickers at the racetrack.
Sponsor stickers.
Sponsor stickers. We have drivers and other people come up to me and say, hey, this sticker needs to go on the race car, like stat. And so I'm the guy that's in the way of all the crew guys trying to do their jobs.
Just pissing everyone off.
Is that kind of a plug, though? Like, if you want to sponsor a NASCAR at last minute, this guy
you can do it.
Can get you.
Like,
he will physically get your logo.
I can physically put logos on the car.
Yeah. At any point, like up until maybe the green flag, who knows? He hadn't gotten that far yet.
I did get one on the grid at Texas.
I won't, as they're firing up, like slap it on the hood as it rolls away.
I mean, I might have to Dukes of Hazzard.
We might have to, hold for a lap or something. Maybe they make us pit and peel it off. I don't know.
That would be aggressive.
That happened.
That would be
Kraft in that time. Remember that?
If you did that though, think of the TV time.
I don't know if they were trying to do damage and the sticker was like coming off or in the way, but like there was one pit stop where they just ripped a sticker off the hood. Like
I do remember that actually.
It was this year.
I think it was it was a hazard to him.
Yeah.
And it probably creating a ton of drag.
So they just ripped it off, but it didn't look that bad. Like it looked like they had to pick at it with the fingernail to get it off. But
yeah, that would be a first, I think. Black flag, unapproved
stickers.
Unapproved sticker adjustments. But no, the thing that really grinds my gears this week, we made an order with a national chain. I'm not going to throw them. Well, I should throw them under the bus.
It wasn't really their fault.
It wasn't
their fault.
It wasn't the producer's fault. It was the logistics company.
No, it was definitely the producer's fault.
Oh, it wasn't the middleman?
Because we ordered direct from the producer.
It wasn't the middleman.
Who we thought was delivering the food, but they outsourced us to a third party.
Without telling you.
Without telling us. So, this delivery company is
You could put that on the table if you
the
want.
exclusive.
I was just trying to hide it out of the camera.
The exclusive delivery
And no
company.
free plugs, right?
No free plugs. That's why we're not.
I should have taped over the logo.
But this delivery company is the official partner of
Oh, it is.
NASCAR.
It is.
So we can't even get anybody else into the racetrack because of this specific sponsor.
They got a lot going on.
You can't get anything delivered into the racetrack if it's not
food
through
wise.
them.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why it's been tough for us this year because we
Smart, though.
catered out our food because if just for a cost perspective, we probably spend half as much as the teams who use an on-site catering company. It's called Garlic Garage. We kind of come in a little bit less than half when we do our food.
So there is another alternative to this issue, and I'm kind of passionate about it. Just let the truckers cook. Like the old days.
No.
All the haulers had grills out front.
I know.
That's still how, all the truck teams are that way.
Yeah, a lot of them do, and some of the big cup teams.
Right.
But
We have tried to do that with our truck drivers, but they're like, oh, we're too busy.
well, there's a couple that we have that are open to it, but that's between, that's
Right.
a different story.
That's a
They're too
different story.
busy. They're too busy tagging along with the team while they're pushing
Yeah, they're too busy
and talking.
pulling out their Jackhawk 9000s to chop ice.
Yeah.
They're talking about trucker stuff,
Yeah,
hauling and
Hauling on the long haul.
hauling,
Life on the
loading,
road.
Yep.
lot lizards.
Gotta have that.
But anyway, so I'm standing out there waiting for a specific delivery company to deliver our food. And I can see where he is, this person. So I tried to call the phone number associated with this delivery order. And it says, this phone number is not in service. So I called my boss. Filled her in on the situation. She is on customer service hold with said delivery company. And as crew guys, we like to get the food to you in a timely manner. It doesn't always work that way. We try to get it usually 45 minutes to an hour.
Let's talk. This is really for the pit crew guys because they're always the first ones to it.
Right. I know that really grinds crew guys' gears.
It's tough because I'm on both.
Right.
You've been on both sides of the fence.
So I just,
Walking the track, there's food here. I'm gonna eat before I start working.
Well, you want to eat
some
early as
people
possible
more than others.
so that, I think drivers can look at it that way too, is you don't want to eat 30 minutes before you jump in the car.
It don't matter.
Ideally, as an athlete, you want to give your body time to digest everything.
Right. But
that might be true.
You don't need that 3 hours before the race.
Yeah, but maybe they didn't eat breakfast. Who knows?
Well, that's on them. That's what we tell our crew guys too.
Well, see, with the road crew though, a lot of times you get caught up in tech or something like that, so you just kind of get to eat whenever you get the chance,
This is also.
But if you're
true.
sitting there and the food's hot and there's, not a terrible line,
but
I don't mind it.
I don't know. Coming from both sides of the perspective, right? There's always some guys working at the pit box, but there's also some guys that don't ever go out to the pit box and they wait for the food to get there, and then
That's a work ethic thing, and I think it gets noticed in the garage. You
Yeah.
know, it's when it comes to jobs and
But
reputation.
Getting back to my story, so we're on hold with said company. I'm standing out there like a complete buffoon because I'm still wearing my purple shirt. I have been called other things on this program.
Nasty names.
By a guy who's supposed to be on the podcast, but then at the last minute.
He sketchily stood you up.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised.
But
Not surprised.
we finally get this guy's phone number, And Bailey, I'm sorry for this next part because you're going to have to go back and edit this a lot. This guy picks up the phone and says, F this, I am done. F you guys, and hangs up the phone. And that's
aggressive.
All we heard of the guy. He took a $675 order of food. And we thought at that point in time that he just took it. Like it was gone. So we call said establishment, fill them in. And just to make this long story finally come to an end.
I mean, you couldn't say short because
it's been a minute.
Right. But I drove 2 minutes out of the racetrack. I picked it up myself and got back 10 minutes before
Did they at
final
least comp
adjustments.
it?
Nope.
Wow.
Damn.
So all the food went from restaurant to car for 45 minutes, back to the restaurant, into my car. So it was somewhat warm, but it wasn't warm.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we still ate it.
Yeah, we still ate the hell out of it.
Yep.
No carbs.
You need to stop.
I'm back on the wagon, baby. I was off the wagon for a while of the non-keto food.
You took a detour.
I did. Everybody falls off the wagon. You hear that sometimes. But I'm back on.
I'm starting my diet in 2 weeks.
I don't know why I waited till after the. I mean, I kind of do because it's hard to stay on the diet when you're racing, like going and traveling.
Well, I'm going on vacation.
Well, except also we might be racing in the off season if you get that micro.
I don't want to. I stare at that thing so much.
Just do it. You can do it. You want to be a car owner. I will buy a seat and put in it.
Do it.
I mean,
I was there when you made your first start at Millbridge in the 69 cart.
Oh, it's going to be the 69 car.
Is it? I was actually gonna ask earlier what number it was
It's
gonna
going to
be.
be the 69H.
Like, here's the thing about that car. It is a lot of money to start, but if we're going into the off season, we might as well take it apart and repaint the chassis because it is fluorescent orange.
It's not,
but it's a really good deal.
It's not even fluorescent orange. It's just like basic construction orange.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Not even high vis orange. Huh?
No.
Not like that. That's good.
No, it's duller than.
Here's the deal.
Orange.
When you paint a chassis that color orange, it ends up that color orange. Because I remember when I raced Bandoleros, we had a couple orange chassis.
I think we either go one of two ways. We go, well, you could go one of like three ways in my mind. You go black, cleanest, white,
purple. White
is clean for 5 races, because then it gets chipped and it gets worn, and then all the oil and stuff kind of.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have that with all paints,
right?
Or powder coats,
and then
probably.
you just got to go crazy with like a fluorescent color.
Dude, honestly, like a super nice chassis color, and you see it way too much in super late model stuff, is like a candy blue or a red. But I was like in Texas for whatever reason, everybody paints their chassis like a metallic blue, and it looks really good. I think the way to go. Now, Turner Motorsports cars don't look as good now with the silver, but dude, when they came out with that silver and they hadn't been sun faded or anything, oh my God, did they look good. I remember growing up, I was like a Turner Motorsports development driver for like a month and a half.
That's a sweet humble brag.
Until the whole thing just blew up and the development program was gone. But I remember when they very, very, very first started painting their trucks like that, because it was still just a truck team at this point. And they looked so damn good, dude. Like, it was back when Ricky Carmichael drove for them. I remember going down to their shop and
wrecking a lot of shit.
It was in the Mooresville Mile at the drag strip, and I remember going down there and those trucks looked so damn nice. But now, I mean, the silver's like all faded, and it's like it used to be like a deeper color. Now it's kind of like it almost looks like your helmet, but it looked so much better back then. So
Jake, who was on the program last week, they acquired a car. I think it was a Hamkey car. Root beer brown chassis.
That can be kind of nice though if you got the right paint scheme for it.
But you can't do anything wacky with it.
No, I mean not really.
No, you're limited, but
you're limited to like a bunch of beige colors and other browns, earthy tones on the race car. Like remember
brown color.
Yeah, remember like
stone gray
when Spencer Boyd did that throwback to Bobby Dotter's old car. They're like brown and like cream, like that is really good.
Brown and green would be cool.
Brown and yellow.
Like a Bad News Bears vibe.
Kind of like the Fort Worth car.
Yeah, the Fort Worth Scream. I mean,
it's not
a maroon. A maroon is.
That's like maroon and gold.
Maroon is just the red brown. That's all it is.
Red brown.
Wow.
I mean, just
Brown
think about
red.
it.
Earth-shattering news there.
It is. I mean, I just thought about that in my head. I just made that up. Didn't read that anywhere.
You got a good soundbite for that? No.
Not at all.
I mean, we can use this one.
I was going to use this one.
Bruh.
That one's probably more appropriate, but
This one's got too much.
You
It's
need,
got
you
too
need
much
like a
pop,
breaking
like-
news soundbite.
like a yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's
You
Yeah.
just make it.
Yeah, just make it yourself.
Yeah, we could just record that. All of our sound bites are just us recording different sounds, onomatopoeias.
Yeah, we're still looking for a full-time producer.
I know who it is. We already have one, and I know she would do it because she asked to come on the podcast all the time.
So this operation's getting pretty big,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Maybe. I mean,
mean,
I have another
the
mic, so
program
she could
is
even,
growing.
say something, but I'll
Well,
just put
you
her
made
in
it
that
this
chair.
far. It's what, week 5? You've been doing
Episode
it?
5,
Yeah.
a whole
Episode
month.
5.
I just
Yeah,
can't make the
over a month.
videos.
Okay, a month and a week. 'Cause
Even though I have episode 4 on my computer, I just have not uploaded it yet.
I'm just going to say and put this out there. It took y'all 5 weeks to invite me, but it's okay. At least I'm here.
Yeah, and 2 people to drop out of being guests the night
Yeah.
before, too.
And that makes me feel a lot better about myself.
Hey,
I was going to have you on eventually, man.
Yeah, but I'm time limited. You know,
Like,
with my,
yeah,
with
you
my deal.
are. And
we have
I
a
do
strong
that.
depth chart here.
And really, and,
You know what?
and honestly,
I
don't
wait for
come,
my opportunities. I take advantage.
don't
of
come
them.
at me. Matt's in charge of guests.
Oh, is he the
I'm
manager?
I'm the booker of.
Hey,
the
well, you know
guests.
this is under the home management umbrella in some sort, right?
Yes.
home management.
I can't believe it's taken till episode 5 that we still have not talked about home management.
Yeah,
It's Hendrix.
That's a hidden
That's
gem.
all y'all. That's
a
Hendrix
hidden
management.
Yeah, we've sponsored cars,
Sponsored my
races.
Iracing car.
although electronic, but we did.
We have signed 0 sponsors.
Yep, but we still represent drivers.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
They're still in the
Yes.
works.
I've gotten you.
It's
tons.
on the furthest burner
I will
to
say,
the back. The fire might almost be out, but it's not.
Home management has got me more product stuff than
Yep.
anybody ever has.
Hey.
And I had someone managing my t-shirts.
More creative content that you could ever really put a price on.
And we just nagged you to death.
Yeah, which is good. I need that. I need
I
someone.
made you sign hero cards.
Yeah. At one point,
We made
back,
you
back
revamp
at old
the
100
website?
Spencer Street.
We did some giveaways on Twitter.
We did do some giveaways.
What else?
Man, those were the days.
those
Like,
were the
what was that?
days.
Like 7 months ago.
Way back in 2020.
We updated the website.
We did, which we haven't done anything with
Oh,
since then.
Yeah, we need to.
So
we need to work
I was
on
going through my credit card statements 2 weeks ago, and I got a random $300 charge. I about disputed it because I was like, I don't know what this is. It was the renewal of the website.
You told me it was $50.
It turned to 300. So
Oh, well, good deal. I thanks for the investment, man. $250.
I think collectively we have invested
Well, I was going
Way
to say, I
more
probably owe
into you.
Martinez some money for the NASCAR app.
what $3.
Well, I mean, Matt's
it's $8
probably
a month.
Matt's coming to Martinsville this weekend. Matt
Yeah.
Martinez is.
Yeah,
Are you-
shout
did
out
you
to
get him a hot pass at
Martinez.
least?
Yeah, I did.
There's this one dude. Sorry, I go through your DMs just because I'm
Hey, yeah, I
trying
know.
to be-
I always divert them to y'all.
Wait, who are we talking about?
No, well, I look through his DMs because I'm trying to do sponsor stuff,
Same.
and
Or just because I'm
You don't
curious.
see what I'm sliding in. Sliding in D.
no,
I don't do much of that anyway.
I don't go in the
Don't-
Shitta gang
don't
or
use
the
Hey,
the
Texas.
don't hate on my
official
boys.
No,
like
I'm
that.
just saying.
Don't use
I
the
don't,
official account for that.
I
Yeah.
don't dwell into the group chats or anything. I just kind of keep to myself and what I have
That's
been doing.
good.
But one account for the team that I work for and an account that you converse with are always like, hey, I'm going to be at the track this weekend. Get me a hot pass and I'll shout you out on my for my 300 fans.
I think he's got more followers than that. It's like a NASCAR news type
Is it 50K?
Instagram.
Is it at least 50K?
No, let's look it up right now.
If it's not worth it.
It's all
Look
about
it
the
up.
numbers, bro. 50K? 50K plus? Maybe we'll get you a pass. Under that?
Dude,
maybe
pass
not.
is worth a lot of money.
They are. They can go buy them
And they're
low
not they're not
key.
easy to acquire, from someone in our position.
20,000. That's
That's that's
respectable.
respect. That's more than
That's
I have.
respectable.
But to be fair to this
But-
person, how much are you going to move the needle?
Matt's all about the numbers, baby. When
I mean,
it comes down
I-
How
to
many of those
social media.
20,000 are going to follow Bailey Curry?
How many of those
They
20,000?
probably already do. Some of them.
How many of those 20,000 are bought? That's what I want. I want to know.
Yeah. That's a
Look at the
thing. That's a
engagement. You got to look at that
thing.
engagement.
Yeah, right. I need to
ratio.
know your
Yeah, how many
engagement
likes
rate.
on each post, right?
I need to know your engagement rate, and I need to know your conversion
We're
rate.
just
If you-
talking.
if
So
you do,
Matt's in his element right now.
if you do branded content, I need to know what your conversion
Analytics.
rate is.
Talk about every big word you know in
Analytics.
social media. Spill it right now. This is your chance.
Graphs.
Synergy.
Synergy.
That's it.
That's not even that.
Analytics. That's a
We're going to have a super synergistic approach to future endeavors and plans that we have extended.
Collaborations.
collaborations.
Do you want me to read what I send to
Partnerships.
every single company?
No, please don't.
Yeah,
Please don't.
we already know.
I talked to
I heard you're going to get some big sponsors next year.
I'm working on them.
Huge?
Okay.
Are they huge?
Huge. I don't know. I say I'm always trying. I don't try enough. I work on the race car a lot. So
Yeah, you come sit in my office and just...
I was really just hitting it hard for a while, and then like I was getting like one response per 100 emails, and
It's taxing. It really is.
It is hard, but I think I got to come up with a new approach. I was talking to some people in the industry that pretty much told me my approach was wrong. They didn't tell me that, but I told them what I was doing, and they told me, well, you should maybe try this, which is just telling me my approach is wrong.
Well, I mean,
Or it works for them,
weren't
at
getting
least.
results. I mean, at the end of the day, it's results. And I haven't done it, so I don't really know, but
That's where home management is letting you down.
yeah.
Hey,
But, you know.
shit happens.
That's because we both have full-time jobs.
Yeah, you
It's-
also
it's-
have
it's
jobs.
tough, yeah, when you work.
And
7 days
you have
a
an
week.
racing career, so both of y'all. I mean, well, Matt, not really.
He tried.
I have
he
dwindled
could.
to...
He could.
Matt was
Part-time.
an ITRL bust. Came out, got a couple wins early.
Yeah, he had
No,
the
I performed
potential.
in the lower series. I got victories there, but once it came to, the Premier Series,
the big dogs.
It never clicked.
You had some flashes.
But
of
I never
greatness.
had that technical alliance with a good team.
You don't need it's an iRacing. It's fixed setups. You don't need any technical alliances.
It's all mental.
Everybody's in
That
each other's
means a lot.
Discord, so it doesn't even make a difference.
Yeah, I
know,
mean, he
that's-
wasn't
that's
he
worse.
didn't have access to all the strategy.
I gotta start-
and key information that wins races.
Speaking
Right,
of gaming,
like the things you can
Yeah.
change. I didn't have access to that.
Yeah,
I gotta start streaming again. I feel like that was like actually like a decent platform, and it, like as soon as I got to a affiliate level on Twitter, I just stopped. Or not on Twitter, on Twitch, I just stopped.
So
yeah.
I learned something very interesting sitting in a bunch of brand strategy calls. I'm going to put my marketing hat back on. The Twitch platform really is like 10-year-olds to 23-year-olds.
I could see that.
And the majority of it is actually women.
Really,
Yeah.
I
That's
call bullshit on that. There's no way.
I feel like it's gamers.
I mean, it's gamers and stuff,
Yeah.
but
There's also other people on Twitch too. Like there's that one guy who like makes wooden tables and just streams it.
actually,
That's cool.
one of the cool, well, not cool, cool, I don't think is the right word. One of the most interesting platforms I've seen someone gain traction on. This math teacher out of Taiwan has a channel teaching all kinds of various math for free. Guess the website. It's a website that a lot of people, it's their number one source for this type of content,
Quizlet.
but it's not the type of content you think it's going to be.
I have no idea.
The Hub.
The Hub.
Really?
Pornhub. He does math classes on Pornhub.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. Why?
Well, it's because it's a free platform that everyone has access to.
I guess so does YouTube.
Right.
Facebook.
I don't know why he chose Pornhub, but he chose Pornhub, and he's actually gained a lot of traction.
That's
So,
strange.
I watch a lot of Facebook Live, or not live, but just the Facebook videos. Like it just pops up and like random videos, like these Asian guys that cook seafood, like live seafood, right on the bay, like with this big like.
Or
wok.
those dudes in the forest and they like build
Yeah,
houses.
yeah,
or
those
they
two.
built like a hot tub
So
or whatever.
I started watching those, and I think that's how I got like it suggested this. But a guy's just in a video. He's got a camera and a wok, and he starts boiling the water, and he's literally got a live squid and just throws it in there and starts boiling like crab, like sea urchins, all this crazy, and then he eats it. He eats it right, and I don't know what he's saying. He's talking in his native language, no idea what he's saying, but it's entertaining, and I watch it for like 5 minutes, and then I scroll to the next one. And that's what social media is
It's
now.
so crazy the type of content you can see on social media these days. Like it's just anything and everything. Like it's so weird how the algorithms know how to get in your head and know what you want to watch.
Yeah, you want to hear another crazy stat that I heard today? And it sounds so not true, but TikTok users, what do you think their average for the day of using TikTok? What do you think the average time is?
2 hours.
Oh no, I would say like 15
hours a day.
out of the day. Yeah, like using it or like
Like scrolling through videos,
Yeah, like-
making
like-
content.
There's no
looking
way,
at
dude. 15 hours a day.
I mean, if that's,
That's
talking about the,
then you're on TikTok all day and you
Yeah.
sleep for 9 hours. That's so
like,
you.
that's a full-time job. Are we talking about the people that are making money off?
No,
of
I'm just saying the average user.
No, the people who are just
it? Not
watching.
the creators.
Yeah, not the people making it.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, maybe like 3 hours.
88 minutes. 640 million.
That's still a lot of time.
640
That's a lot of
million different pieces of content are being
Sorry.
consumed.
Now
a
I'm
day.
curious as to like people that create TikToks that have a big following. How much time do they spend within the TikTok realm, like looking at other people's videos, creating their own content?
I would say a good 8-hour day. I mean,
if you're
if
making
they're a
good money
real
off of
deal,
it,
if they're a real deal like TikTok creator or influencer,
yeah,
they have to be spending all
same
that
with
time.
like YouTubers
Well,
and stuff.
no,
I mean,
because
that's
I've-
what they do all day every week.
I've heard a story of a sponsor. So you know the guy who goes up to all the fancy cars and asks, "What do you do?" And the person tells him, and that guy's super popular. Carvana reached out to him, and they're like, "Hey, we want to do something with you, whatever it may be. We know what you do, so we're gonna give you a free Tesla, and then we just want you to review it."
Dude, I wish I could do TikTok stuff. I'm just
So I mean,
not good
it's like
at it.
$100,000 car for a 30.
Teslas are not $100,000 unless he
No,
got,
it was the
like the nice, like the badass one.
It was the SUV one, whatever that
the
was.
Model
P90X.
Y, the Model X.
P90X, yeah, that one.
I think it's something.
P90X is a workout film.
The Model 90 something.
The Model X is the. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
The one
sure
with
is
the
the
back
sick one. Yeah.
going
They got like
Yeah.
S and T and X.
The one Jayden Smith did a music video with.
Yeah,
I don't know who that
doesn't
is.
ring a bell.
Will Smith's
I
son.
know it's Will.
I know
Smith's
who
son.
that is, but I don't know the commercial.
It's a music video. He's
Yeah,
he's
so-
a music
Music video.
artist.
They
bro.
basically gave him.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
gave him-
He's actually got some fire songs.
I know he's like a kid actor, but
He's not a. I mean, he's probably like 23.
he's older now. I'm talking. What was that movie with? Let's not get sidetracked.
That's what the show's
I mean,
about. Getting
Hendrix
sidetracked.
was talking about
This
something really important.
This literal whole show is we start a story, and then we branch
Just
off from
ramble
it,
on.
And then I
we
interrupt
branch
Matt.
off, and then we come back to the
Okay.
story, and then we branch off. So yeah, 100. I don't know, 80 to $100,000 car for 30-second.
That's cool.
But
Good for him.
He had to spin it to where it's not a straight sponsor plug.
It's,
Right.
Which-
he like a
Oh
triple
my god,
honest
that's
review.
totally tough, you know. But no, he got to keep the car after, and
I mean, I don't know if it'd be hard to give an honest review. Say, oh well, this material just isn't really up to my standards. I'm pretty sure if it's that nice, the car's like, oh yeah, that's really nice. It's brand new. That's really nice, and it's a Tesla, so like they have like that
Well,
big
I think
ass
Tesla
screen.
did that with the David Dobrik kid, the big YouTuber. Like they were giving him stuff, and he would just be like,
He just
Yeah.
give it away.
right. He would give it away, but he would like brag on how cool they are. I mean, he had
Yeah.
one, and then he would give him the other ones away, and just like, I mean, talk really good about Tesla. And I'm sure he liked that.
I don't really care. My Tesla stock has gone up
Yeah.
a lot in the last.
I've been honestly watching like a bunch of YouTube style content. Like I've been watching this is up from your way. You know Sea Boys TV from Minnesota.
Is that
Minnesota.
the hockey hair club guy?
No. This is this like dirt bikes and 4-wheelers and stuff. Like they do a bunch of they just like do goofy shit on like 4-wheelers and dirt bikes. They have a shifter cart. They just like ride around their small town in Minnesota and stuff and take
It
videos.
sounds pretty accurate of the area.
Like it's just so weird. Like that's like such a weird niche, and like them being just in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota, like them being able to do that and just capitalize off just the dumb shit they do every day.
Yeah.
It blows
Is that
my
the guys
mind.
who jumped the semis?
No, I don't think they ever did that. They're not. I mean, they're pretty big, dude. They have like this big ass shop with like offices and like it looks like Robbie Riddick's Fantasy Factory in Minnesota.
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah, one of those.
It looks cool as shit, though. Like I would definitely try to start. Like if I had the means to do it, I would definitely do that for a career.
I also had I found a weird story today of an investing hack. So what you're supposed to do is follow the trends of senators and very important people in the Senate because they have to Senate and the House because they have to disclose.
Bro, we're gonna get this show taken off of Apple Podcasts
don't
and
I
Spotify.
don't
If you
care.
can
This
talk about
is
kind of
public
stuff.
knowledge.
Continue.
Basically, they have to disclose their. So, say they're making a trade in the stock exchange, they have to disclose that. So, if you follow their trends of buying and selling, more often than not, you are going to make money to not make money.
My buddy posted this thing on somewhere, and he was saying like streaming services are really good things to invest in right now. I tried to ask him which ones, and he tried to call me, and I forgot what I was doing. I couldn't talk on the phone. I should call him back. Robbie, if you're listening, I'll call you back. I promise.
On your phone that only has speaker.
Oh my God, I need to get that fixed. That's why I didn't answer, because I was at the Verizon store trying to get my new phone, but then they couldn't give it to me. Oh man, I gotta go try to get that thing.
Dude,
maybe
it's
tomorrow
the
or something.
The most obnoxious.
No, it's terrible. I hate it. I don't like doing it. Like I was at the racetrack, and people are like, this was after the race. I'm trying to talk to my dad after the race, and people are loading, and like stuff's loud, and generators are running, and I'm like in between the trailers, like, yeah, I don't know what happened off 4 right there, but like just trying to explain to them what happened in the race, and like I'm on speakerphone, and people are like, what the hell is this kid doing? Why is he on speakerphone?
Just ridiculous.
And then like I gotta explain, like I even had at the Verizon store, like they made me do like a push to or whatever it is where you call straight up Verizon, you have to like put the numbers in or whatever. They had some kind of term for it. And everybody's looking at me like, why the hell is this kid in the store on speakerphone? And then he's like, can I talk to the representative at the store? I was like, yeah, here. And he takes it, immediately takes off speakerphone. And I was like, no, the reason I was on speakerphone is because his phone doesn't work. And he's like, oh, okay. But that didn't save me the embarrassment of everybody looking at me and staring at me in the store. Like, why the hell is this kid on speakerphone with Verizon? We were in a Verizon store, and this kid's just being an idiot. But I wasn't. I was just trying to do what I had to do to get my phone.
If you're in public on your speakerphone and by choice,
you're an asshole.
Yeah.
By choice. That's a big part right there. I'm not an asshole.
I don't want to hear your conversation.
No, me either. It's just like people watching videos out loud in public.
Yeah, loud videos. That's right there with it. That's our public service
I think some people just don't understand either. Hillman be listening to having videos up on his phone in the van early.
And then laughing, cackling loud.
Yeah, it's like 6:30 in the morning. We're all in the van tired, and Hillman's watching.
Is he also the one that does the slot machines with the volume up?
No, I don't think so. I've never seen him do any gambling. I've honestly never even seen him gamble when we're in Vegas.
He put that behind him.
Yeah, I mean he knows.
Had a wild
he knows the
past.
deal. Like he knows you can't. He's like,
He's
Vegas
been around.
always wins. Vegas, they always win. I was honestly thinking about the other day, like how much money a casino makes. It is astronomical.
Yep.
Like people are just in there just losing money all day long, all damn day.
And even if you don't gamble, like everything's jacked up, all the prices,
Dude.
like just to stay. I mean, the stay there is cheap, but then it's all the extras.
I don't even know if it's that cheap to stay at places.
Well, like just a one night stay in like the Golden Nugget isn't that too bad, but it's just all the other stuff.
Imagine
It's like
staying
the
at like the
resort.
Cosmopolitan though.
That's their approach. Come in here, stay cheap, and then we'll get you on everything else.
It's like Buc-ee's, the
Yeah.
gas station.
Yep, the food.
The ice and
drinks,
gas, everything that's
gambling.
advertised price wise outside at a Buc-ee's, so cheap. As soon as you get in there,
Well, I mean, like
Run it
the
up.
South Point, like you want to go bowling, you want to go do the arcade,
we have coupons for that though.
but it still costs money. They give you a coupon book, of course they do. Make you feel like you're saving something, but are you?
Yeah, but South Point still hooks it up though.
Oh yeah, love the South Point. But yeah, I always take advantage of the
buffet.
the free Budweiser and the free drink at the Crown Royal Bar.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know you could do that. I
Yeah.
knew. Don't you get a free margarita at the Mexican restaurant too if you
gotta
buy a meal?
buy an entree.
Half off the buffet.
Yeah, the half off
always
buffet.
packed.
Dude, I didn't
right.
even
Yeah, the
go to
buffets.
buffet.
The line's always so long that I never.
I didn't even
never
go to
did.
the buffet this last time we were there, and I was kind of bummed on it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good.
you gotta love a good buffet.
Yeah.
Just leave miserable.
And everybody that tries to get rid of buffets since COVID, we don't.
Just chill out.
We don't want you. Just
Well,
if you want to go to
give
the
us some-
buffet, don't
Give
go.
us some rubber gloves.
Don't
Give
do
us
it.
some rubber gloves, maybe.
You know,
Golden Corral, I despise that place.
Why?
It's just,
It is dirty.
That's a franchise deal, so it's hit or
but
miss.
like, why don't
It's
you
like a
try
Chinese
to be, Why
buffet.
don't you try to be good at 4 things and not be
Dude,
subpar?
but they
at
have
Come
a
on.
chocolate
65
fountain.
They have a chocolate fountain and
You got
some
chocolate fountain. You can get a
bang
steak.
and meatloaf, dude. Meatloaf
Yeah.
at Golden Corral is
Okay,
no
Popcorn
joke.
shrimp.
hold
Popcorn
on,
shrimp.
hold on. You're going out to a restaurant. What would you consider a decent restaurant? And you're like, you know what I'm really hungry for? A loaf of meat.
Dude,
Dude,
listen,
who
I
doesn't
live by
love a good
myself.
meatloaf?
I'm 25 years old. I have not lived with my parents in a long time. Sometimes you just want to have some meatloaf.
Meatloaf's good.
I love
I
meatloaf.
bet you
And honestly,
slather that thing.
dude, ketchup.
Ketchup.
Dude,
I knew it.
I run that thing up with ketchup.
Honestly, I haven't eaten at Golden Corral since like
There's
high
that one
school.
right in Mooresville. I've
Yeah,
been there.
but I'm
couple
saying I
times.
haven't gone in probably 10 years.
That's crazy. We never went when we were working at 222 right there at the.
Man, just
We always went to.
Dude, there was this-
COVID.
Thunder.
COVID. That was all what Coco.
No free ads.
Coke
No
COVID?
free ads.
COVID.
Dude, me during COVID
COVID-19?
when I worked at Nice, we used to go to this pizza buffet, but they'd make you wear plastic gloves. Like
Village Inn?
whenever we went,
Gross.
yeah, Village Inn. Whenever we'd go, we'd have to put plastic
At
gloves
Village
on.
Inn?
Yes,
I haven't
That
been there.
place is so good.
Yeah, the dessert.
that's
pizza.
debatable.
They're building one in Lincolnton, and I am so excited.
Nice.
I'd rather
Same-
go. I'd rather go to
same
like a
folks?
Pizza Hut.
Same
folks.
folks, different
In out
strokes.
Pizza the Hut.
Good for them. I always like to see small businesses expanded and doing.
I mean,
well.
Village Inn, I feel like isn't that small. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a serious North Carolina chain and probably more.
Oh no,
than
that's
that.
only
Mooresville.
Statesville, Mooresville.
There's
Lincolnton.
two in Statesville. There's two in Statesville. I'm pretty sure there's two in
Right,
Mooresville.
but
There's one in
three,
Mooresville.
Oh,
3 locations is nothing compared to like other big chain restaurants
Yeah.
that have hundreds. So good for
Domino's.
them. Shout out to Village Inn.
If you had to name your favorite pizza place, not Village Inn.
Pizza Inn in Macomb, Mississippi. I don't even know if it exists anymore.
Best pizza chain, like best delivery pizza.
Domino's.
I'm gonna say Domino's too.
Yeah, I think Domino's takes.
They got
the
that
cake.
crust, dude. They got that
Yeah,
garlic
Domino's
crust.
does it different.
I like Marco's
You're from Wisconsin,
I don't
dude.
like Marco's.
just because they're heavy on the cheese.
They're heavy on the cheese.
Yeah.
You are from Wisconsin.
You
Those
are
two Wisconsin
big
things.
cheese curd,
You cheese curd,
cheese head, the pack,
mother sucker.
Packers. So that the Packers they pack cheese. That's right. Is that correct?
No, so
That's where the name comes
do
from.
you want to know the history or
Yeah,
not?
brief, very brief.
All right.
It can't be brief with
Basically,
him.
Curly Lambeau went to the Acme Packing Company, which was a meat packing company,
Really?
and said, "Hey, will you sponsor our team?" They said yes. For a fee, you can be the Acme Packers.
Sad. The whole time I thought they were packing cheese, but they were packing meat.
Meat.
Really?
So where does the cheese?
Why
head-
don't they have?
Why do they wear the
meat
cheese?
heads? Why don't they put a meatball on their head or
Because
something?
it's the Dairyland state.
Yeah.
like-
So you just took two things and they kind of
See,
just made something
That
else.
just doesn't make sense. That's why they're not any good. That's why the Dallas Cowboys is straightforward. You're in Texas. It's a cowboy. There's a star.
If this was last year, I could talk more. But
You can't now.
I can't.
You can't now. And I
We
can
miss
talk
you,
all
Drew.
the shit right
Come
now.
back, Breeze. Come back.
You can talk all. I can talk all the shit now because Dallas is doing good. They'll probably lose now, but
Maybe Saints will sneak in there.
I don't
and do
talk
something.
about the Packers.
why? Because they're terrible.
Well, because as an owner, you know.
Oh,
Hey, the Packers and Saints have a.
do you
more recent
believe that
Super
Aaron
Bowl.
Rodgers is trying to undermine the Packers?
Yeah.
I mean, if he is, he's doing a really bad job of it.
Well,
right now.
I guess that was a first game rumor.
Oh, that was the
Off-season deal.
tinfoil hat conspiracies are like, oh, he's gonna dog it.
Don't
this
hate
year.
on the tinfoil hat people. We got one sitting here.
Yeah,
right
that's
here
fun.
with us.
That's fun.
Let's not talk about waffles.
Conspiracy theories
Waffles?
are fun. And
I thought the world was a waffle.
I don't know. I never heard that theory. I've heard the whole flat Earth when we're on the freaking
what's a
champion
waffle
flight. We're in the champion flight back, and Sawyer's next to me like, that doesn't even look round out there, dude. Like, open your eyes.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's flat.
It looks pretty flat to me. But it's fun. It's fun.
It is kind of fun. I like the Denver airport
all
conspiracy.
the conspiracy theories, aliens,
The Denver one,
9/11, the moon landing. I mean,
aliens aren't a conspiracy. They're there.
that's true. That's been
I
confirmed.
mean, that's been
Yeah.
confirmed by.
but I haven't seen one yet. So
I haven't
until
seen
I see one, until I meet one, I guess.
How
it
do
is
you
kind
know?
of a
How do
conspiracy theory
you
to
how do you
me.
know who's an alien
Bigfoot?
out there or not?
Huh?
What if it's like Men in Black where they're assimilated?
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe I've already met one. I don't even know it. That'd be cool. Maybe one of you two are.
Maybe I am.
Maybe I am.
That's why I'm so mediocre at driving because I'm an alien.
I don't know. You've been looking good in that 15 car last couple weeks.
Just set him up for.
I mean, like he wanted a compliment.
I
so
know.
there you go.
I
There
did
you
want a
go. There's your
compliment. I was just joking. Jeez.
Just fishing for.
No,
a compliment.
I'm not fishing. I don't even like to fish.
You're a hunter.
I don't hunt.
Don't
either.
say that on the podcast because then you just eliminated like.
No, I mean, I'm
a
sorry.
whole
He does
market.
hunt. He does fish.
I don't play football, but I enjoy watching it. So I feel like that theory is invalid. But yeah, I've only been fishing probably twice in my life, and I've only been hunting. I used to go hunting. So at this race shop I worked at in South Texas, I used to live at the dude's house because it was like way out in South Texas, like kind of middle of nowhere. And we'd wake up like 5 a.m., go sit in the deer blind till about 6:30, roll into the shop, work till about 4 or 5. Go sit in the deer blind in the afternoon. Come back. Usually eat some kind of venison variation meal. Like what's really good is venison hamburger helper. Actually, I don't know if you ever tried that out. Pretty good. I tried.
Did you cut it? Did you cut the hamburger meat?
No.
Just pure venison.
I don't know how it works, dude.
Was it super rich? Because
I don't know.
I've made deer burgers with just deer meat, and it's so rich that you really can't finish it. You have to. You do have to have ground meat. You got to mix the beef.
Yeah, venison itself.
That was already all packed in there whenever I got there. They had like a whole deep freeze full of that stuff. I tried to shoot a deer once and I missed.
Did they let you like clean one, like gut one?
No,
Skin
I was.
Did you?
So I only worked there for a couple
skin,
months.
Quarter.
I only worked there for a couple months. Let me finish.
Eat the heart?
No.
Did they rub blood on your face?
No.
That's only if you kill one.
That'd be sick though.
You got to eat the
your
heart.
first kill, you gotta put on your forehead.
You got to eat the heart.
I would do that for the TikTok.
For the Vine?
Yeah.
I think
it would have been Vine back
then. You
then.
would definitely get kicked off TikTok.
No way, dude. There's way worse stuff on
For
there.
eating a deer heart?
PETA would be...
For what? You already killed it. Who cares what you do it?
Crucified... This was like 6 years ago when I was in college. But the guy that ate the frog... No, he bit the head off of a rat or something, like a college kid.
Well, that's disgusting.
It was disgusting, but he like got drugged through the fire. Like
For what? It's a rat.
That's what I'm saying. They test on him all the time. But this guy, I mean, he was drunk, like grabbed it, bit the head off of it. Like it's very gruesome, very disgusting.
What a party trick, dude.
But he got kicked out of his fraternity, got kicked out of the university. Like he got sued by PETA for violating animal rights.
My fraternity become
But
president.
they literally perform massive companies perform experiments on these rats.
We got to talk about the two frat bros in the room. Shout out Delta
Kappa
Tau
Sigma.
Delta.
He was a Kappa Sig.
Kappa Sigma.
Kappa Sigma Delta.
We had a Kappa Sigma driving one of our cars this weekend. Ryan Ellis.
Y'all did. Kappa Sig was one of the cooler
Kappa
fraternities.
Sig is the best fraternity.
So how many?
But it wasn't.
Delta Xi chapter.
It wasn't
Ole
the
Miss.
coolest fraternity at Texas State. I can tell you that much.
How many kegs have you guys roofied together?
None.
0.
That's such a
That's a
that's what all y'all GDIs say because y'all are
GDI.
jealous you're not in the
That's right.
fraternity. You're like, you
That's
got to
right.
try to undermine us somehow.
But
Bring
the
us
same
down.
guy that'll be like, hey man, can you get in your guys' party this week?
Yeah, exactly. How many fraternity parties did you go to when you weren't in a fraternity?
0 because frats
you never
by
got
us-
invited.
Get invited.
Frats by us were non-existent, and if they were fucking lame.
I could
Did
see
you go
that.
to parties?
The further north you go, I feel like they're not as
Because
Did you go to any parties?
the fraternities by us all got disbanded because guess what they did?
Yeah, they hazed. They did something.
They hazed. Probably.
No, they roofied their kegs.
See, they probably did suck, but I feel like further south the fraternities, there's a little more honor.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
like-
like frats started in the South, and that's where they really thrived.
I think that's a
But, like,
situation that.
We didn't have to pay for our friends; like we made them.
See, and that's
organically.
another thing
That's
people
a-
say, and that's
dude.
just that's
You don't
BS.
pay for
But
your
you
friends.
can't deny it because you do have to pay dues.
You have to pay dues for the events you put on.
right? But you're paying for things like lunches, like 3 meals a day. Parties that cost upwards of $50,000.
Yeah, you're paying
I mean,
for
like,
the free the
there's a
chapter
lot of stuff
the
going.
chapter.
they provide
check
beer.
account.
I mean, like, where do you think all the $1,000 of beer that gets trucked in?
The chapter
That's free? No,
check
everybody's got to
account.
pay for it.
The chapter study hero account. You
Everybody
get those
pays to be a
logins.
part of a club. They
How
get
many-
to mingle and hang out.
How many
Which is
Pornhub
like
accounts were
It's
There
like
was
a
none.
country
flowing
club.
through?
See, you're just trying to undermine.
Yeah,
us,
you're
dude.
clawing. You're desperate now.
Bro. You reaching right now. You reaching right now.
I mean,
I feel like I'm not.
you don't know. You've
You
never
don't
been
even
inside
know,
of it.
bro. You don't even know.
I mean, you don't.
You have no idea. Well, you
So
have
the
no
thing
idea
is-
what I had to get through to even get in the fraternity,
Hey,
bro.
If any frat out there wants to invite me to a party and prove me wrong,
Hell no. Don't
I'm
do
not-
it.
No,
Don't
you'll
do
never
it.
know.
I'm not gonna go.
First off, we're too old.
Way too old.
But second off,
You wouldn't go to an
had-
alumni weekend and
You have to be there. Well, that's different. But like, you have to be a part of it. You have to be experience the whole thing. And it's like I compared it to being on the football team or being part of like a group where you get to know people and you have good times together.
I mean,
I've
I've been a part of functions called, Beer Olympics, and
well, do explain. I want to know. What is Beer Olympics?
tell us about these G beer
I,
Olympics.
let's hear it out. What you got?
so you get into teams, right?
You had 2
Teams-
cases of Natty Light.
So as a team,
Seltzers.
as a team of 6 at one house. Well, no, Beer Olympics was different. I'm referring now to.
So you don't even know.
No,
you
getting
don't
your
know.
Beer
stories.
Olympics
You're getting
is
your
just
stories.
okay. Beer Olympics is all of the normal games like dice,
Dice. You used to shoot dice.
No, the
Play a
one.
little CeeLo.
What's it called? I can't remember.
Yeah, we're in
Beer
the
die.
bathroom shooting
Where
dice.
there's the 4
Yeah.
cups, and you gotta throw the dice into the cup.
Beer dice. See, I'm
dice.
too old for that.
And
I never
then-
played
It must be a
that.
northern thing. We didn't do that in the South.
Yeah.
Beer dice, then
Played chandeliers.
we would play chandelier. We'd
one's that?
We'd play Civil War. We'd play
bounce the
baseball.
quarter in the cups.
Okay.
Oh, we just called that quarters.
I mean, I played quarter. I feel is chandelier the one where you have all the cups
Yeah,
around
and
like
you have
that.
the danger cup in the
Okay,
middle.
so
Yeah.
we used to use ping pong balls to do that.
That's too easy.
It was way easier, but you
Such a
drank
fucking-
more.
Dude, you gotta take the
It
quarter.
used to get so fast paced though because it would be
But
passing.
my favorite thing was Tour de Franzia. It's summertime in a college town. I still lived in a college
Just
town.
slap in the bag.
So
Slap the
no,
bag.
you get in teams of 6, right? And there's 4 checkpoints in the Tour de Franzia. Everyone has to be riding a bike.
Really? See, this does
Yeah.
sound kind of cool.
So
Very intricate.
there's 4 stations, right?
This is the kind of stuff you got to come up with to have fun when you're not in a fraternity.
Yep.
Yeah, we
And you're in Wisconsin.
obviously. So the first station was you have to, as a team, take down a 30 rack of your choice.
What school is this again?
The University of Wisconsin Oshkosh.
At Oshkosh.
Yep.
Oshkosh.
Is that the main one?
No, that's
No.
UW Madison.
Okay.
We're
But
kind of
you're,
like
but
the
you're still a
Cavs.
Badger, though, right?
We were Titans.
Titans.
So we were a Division III school compared to a Division I school.
Got you.
So, where was I? So the first house you got to take down a 30 rack. Then you bike to the next house where you have to finish 1 full bottle of alcohol. Then
Of what?
your choice:
Oh, okay.
whiskey.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm.
No, not fucking Boone's Farm.
Yeah, I remember when I was 14.
And then the third
I was
house.
trying to make fun of him, bro. You're trying to train this
The
on.
third house you
Sorry,
had
sorry.
you had to do a full box of Franzia, biking to each establishment to do this. So I mean, by
Did you
the
ever
end-
go over the bars?
It's a lot of work.
You ever
Oh.
go down?
Dude, we had, I think, within a mile of where I lived throughout my college career, there was probably 50 bars.
No, I'm saying bike crashes. I'm saying
Oh.
going over the bars.
Yeah, I've done that sober.
Oh,
At Nashville this year,
oh yeah, you had that electric scooter.
I was on the electric scooter and I tried to jump over the curb and didn't-
Those
it
scooters
didn't
are
work.
How
low
did
key
I
you're
not
out of
hear
control.
about this?
It was Nashville GP weekend.
Oh.
That's just something
You
like
ate it?
you
You
get
ate
on
it?
one of those
Oh,
things.
I bent the bars.
You
Did
get
you
on
just
one of
leave
those
it there?
No, it's in the marketing department.
electric
building.
scooters like that, and you don't realize you haven't really ridden a scooter in a long time. So then you get on an electric one, and you realize you don't really know what the hell you're
Was that
doing.
like a lime scooter?
Yeah, kind of, but it was a personal one.
Yeah, it's a person like they own it.
It was rated for a child 50.
It is pretty
Nice.
small. They lost the charger, so you can't even
So,
ride it anymore.
I
Yeah.
did not lose the
In
charger.
Austin, we did the lime scooters, and that was a lot of fun. I think we
They are
rode
fun.
like miles, or just in blocks around Austin. Austin's a fun city, by the way, too.
We rented like actual, I guess not scooters, but like mopeds one spring break in South Padre, and we were just gooning those things around. Like we found this one road that had a whole bunch of speed bumps on it, and we're just jumping them as hard as we could. These were like piece of scooters. This was the cheapest place we found to rent mopeds. And then we were going down this one road, and I decided I was gonna like the sidewalk. Like there was 2 driveways, and then it went up on each side. So I was gonna try to like hit the tabletop and go over. And I laid that thing down. I made it over the ramp, and then I realized when I landed, I was out of control, and then I hit the curb in front of me, and I fell on the grass.
At least I landed in grass.
Yeah, it was better than asphalt for sure, because I was going like 30 miles an hour. Made it out alive, though. It's spring break, and you're in college, so you really can do whatever you want. You probably won't get injured.
Yep, you'll heal fast.
Yeah.
I have breaking news.
What's that?
Money man Dan just texted me. He goes, "How much is this 600 micro sprint we're working with right now?"
Oh, your partner?
Yeah, my partner in crime.
HD Motorsports.
No, this
Hendrix Dan Motorsports. One last name, one first name.
This is the dude who's just living the dream. He's like, I don't know, how old would you say Pappy is? If you had to ballpark it.
If you look at him,
I'd say I'd put him at a solid.
I'll give him this. He hadn't aged in the last 3 years since I've known him. He looks exactly the
Yeah,
same.
he looks exactly the same.
Since he
I
did in
think he's like
2018.
38. So
Yeah, 35.
him and I
38.
came into pitting together. Like we went to we got lessons in changing and carrying
Well, like
tires.
you kind of had like okay, so it's the pit school.
Right.
Are we naming names?
I
Just
don't
leave
care.
it.
I mean,
No, just say it, dude.
I mean, it's Elevated Performance, formerly known as Excalibur Pit School. But you have rookie classes of certain people that kind of come in at the same time.
Right, and he was my changer. Like we just formed a
Yeah.
bond real quick, and he's
It's like your freshman year of college.
Right.
You meet these people.
Your
like,
roommate.
That's
I'm
how I
new,
met Sawyer.
You're new. I'm new. You're new. Yeah, I think I was a year behind.
yeah, you're about a
you?
year behind
Yeah.
me. We were on a pit crew, Sawyer, myself, and Cool Guy Dan.
AKA Pappy.
Pappy's got 16 different nicknames. He's Cool Guy Dan.
Well, we call him Pappy, and no disrespect, he's a little bit older than us, but he's fast. Like he gets around. Like good hand speed.
Shout out to Pappy. He pitted his first cup race this year.
He did. Proud
Really?
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 38 years old.
Yeah,
good
and he's
deal.
only been doing it like 3 years,
4 or 5
maybe.
years.
Yeah. So big fan of Dan.
Good deal. Let's get this thing going. I was looking. You can get seats decently cheap.
But getting back to the story, see, we always get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Me, Sawyer, and Pappy Dan were on an ARCA pit crew nicknamed the Island of Misfit Toys.
Yeah. That's a great name.
That is really good. That sounds like a cool ass.
Because we
band
were
name.
we were all kind of
So just like the dump, just like tonight, I replaced Mr. the Chef Dump.
Yep.
That's
He
what happened on this
replaced-
pit crew.
You were Jackman number 3
Yeah.
in a very short ARCA
And
season.
like 5 races.
Right. But we started kind of shaky. Not gonna lie, we were still doing 6-man stops at this point in time.
the good old days.
And
Back when ARC.
the guy
was
whose
good.
helmet you wear was the front carrier. The front changer has actually moved on. He's changing in the Cup Series now. He's with Spire.
Dirk. Well, not that guy.
Not
The
Dirk.
former. Dirk was the guy you wore his helmet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I do pit support, yeah.
Ricky Tiki Tic Tac has moved on. He's the only
Yeah.
one that's
Yeah,
made
he's
it to the
big
Cup
time
Series.
now.
But we could fight with the best of them. We were beating Venerini cars off pit road.
Oh,
Venerini
come on
cars, Gibbs cars.
There wasn't any Gibbs
Gibbs
cars back then, was there?
Yeah, the 18 was.
I guess Riley Herbst drove it, didn't he?
I don't know if we actually ever beat them off though.
Yeah, you could do.
Uh,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
did-
no,
You
Ty-
did,
Ty
you did
Gibbs-
what, bro?
Ty Gibbs was driving it. It was
You did
part-time.
what?
part-time.
You
Yeah,
beat him
because-
off?
That's why we didn't. So we didn't. I said we didn't.
There were
I said we didn't, bro.
There were select races where
There was a GMS car out there, wasn't there?
there's one or
Probably.
two. Yeah.
Probably back then. Well, it was probably
And you
Brett
had,
Holmes GMS.
You had Cunningham was still a thing, or whatever it became.
Chad Bryant Racing
Bryant
had 2
Racing.
cars.
Cunningham was cooler.
Whatever, the KBR Performance team had a car.
Yeah.
The host of our team
Host of our 28.
from
That's right. Yeah,
Michigan.
that's right. Yeah.
we were pitted behind them once, and Carson just flat out, I think it was Iowa.
Yeah, almost
Two-
ran him over.
Well, he ran over his pit crew the first time around. Then he came into the box, came to a stop. Then the pit crew jumped off the wall for stop number 2.
I can't say anything. I had no brakes. Hit a pit crew one time.
Oh, but he had brakes.
Well, look where he is now, racing for a spot in the championship for.
Press the attack.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, anywho. What else? What else?
It's like
do
we
have
all want to talk
about?
some shit right there, but like no one.
Everybody-
I don't.
Back.
I have no shit to talk. I drove for them. I like Carson.
I wasn't even talking shit. It's just something that pops in my head when I think of that team.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the social media tweets is like.
Well, like you know why. That
I mean,
is
and
what
that's
it is,
good.
right?
It is catchy. Like I think about it.
You know why that is what it is?
No, explain it.
It's from when Al Neese, the owner, was in the Marines. That's what his like. That's what whoever the
that's
guy
cool.
above him was.
That's
That's what
cool.
he used to tell them was to press the
See,
attack.
that makes it even cooler. That's a good story.
I just missed,
Kind of like have helmet will travel.
dude. I just missed.
I dropped that
Doing-
hashtag. I should bring it back.
No, now it's
No.
living the dream.
No, you still use it.
You use living the dream.
You use
right?
it on race day.
Oh well, Matt Martinez.
And living the dream.
Oh, I always use "Living the Dream" because
That's a
I
good one.
am. Here I am making a podcast.
It could be
with
patience.
two of
never
my
give
best friends.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Bailey were roommates last year, so.
We were
Bailey
for like 3 months. We were
Bailey lived in a
roommates.
closet.
Was it really only 3 months?
It was so. It was. Well, I guess
moved,
no. It was
I moved
July.
in May, and I moved out in
It
January.
was June or no. It was July when I moved in, and I moved out in January. So I was there for 6-7 months.
I was kind of
5 months.
I was kind of a pseudo roommate because
So that's not 3.
when I was still interning at my current
Not that many.
job,
Whatever.
I would go over to your house.
Just keep downplaying it. I don't even care.
I would go over to your house and take a shower.
Yeah, because you used to do pit school stuff, and then you had
You
to
don't want to drive all the way up to Denver.
Not even Denver. This
Do
dude
you live in
lives,
Denver? You
this
don't
dude
live- No, I lived
doesn't
in
even live in
Lincoln.
Denver. He lives like way further. I don't even know how you live out there. There's got to be like, is there even a stoplight in that town?
Tons. Really? I get so much road rage. They just lowered the speed limit by my house by 5 miles
That
an hour.
sucks. That'll get you.
So in North Carolina, people will drive the same mile per hour. So if it's 35, they'll drive 40. When the speed limit's 40, they'll drive 40. When the speed limit goes to 45, guess what? They'll drive 40.
No, I've never experienced that. People drive fast.
I always go
No,
5
but
over.
you're in the metro area.
Yeah.
This is kind of out in the sticks where they do the meth.
They have
The
nowhere to be.
methanol people, huh?
They got nowhere to be.
Right. They're just taking their sweet fucking time, just, enjoying life, where I just want to go
You know,
home and sleep.
I'm always envious of those people. I'm like, God, how do I get in a position where I have nowhere to be? I'm in no hurry. I have nothing to do. I can literally just ride around aimlessly at minimum speed. Must be nice.
All right, so you want to be
Does he do that?
Yeah, I'm talking about on the street.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to cut that.
he's not gonna listen.
Someone will
He
tell
might.
him. Someone will tell him.
Yeah,
Dump
yeah.
will tell him.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to cut it.
Gosh, damn it. You know how long it takes me to edit these?
See,
exactly.
that was,
It's like however long the episode is plus 10 minutes.
that was a low blow. I'm talking about idiots, fools that just take up space on the roadways, mainly in the fast lane on the interstate.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm mentioning a lot of things, like a lot of my pet peeves in this podcast.
So you have no idea.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
the
it's kind of like I'm
grievances?
venting and
Driving to
just complaining.
Gaffney a couple days a week.
That's rough with that construction and stuff.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
it gets
that
bad.
construction
Dude, I've
sucks.
almost been a part of or watched a handful of wrecks from like 18 wheelers going through those tight. Like,
Yeah, you
it
gotta be
gets
careful.
tight through there,
Yeah.
man. Like,
There's like the line and then the Jersey barrier.
yeah. Like, actually, I think it was Monday. This truck, I've never seen a truck swerve so hard because he was going to come over, and I guess he just saw the guy at the last minute, and he yanked that thing back. And I was on the phone, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I
On
almost crashed.
speaker.
I was on my truck phone by myself, so it's okay.
Hands free.
Hands free. Yeah, I don't want to get pulled over out here. I'm already driving like 90 miles an hour through the construction work zone because I don't want to like show up way too late to the shop.
What time you get there in the morning?
8:39.
I mean, you're a driver at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you get there at any time, it's more than what most do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's agreed.
I mean, there was that tweet the other day. Someone tweeted something about drivers working on their cars.
Yeah,
And one of the-
it was Noah Gregson.
yeah.
Well, it was he didn't tweet it, but it was I guess one of those.
Some
cool
guy
guys
was
did.
like, it was 4:23, and he goes, Noah Gregson's here after hours working on the setup for the car.
Yeah,
What
someone commented and said that we're there every day, which
Watch.
we are for the
I'll
most part.
throw this out there, like no shade, nothing towards Noah, but hell, he's running for a championship. He's got one more shot. He's got to win Martinsville.
I'd be spending all my time.
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Like if I'm in his situation and I got to win Martinsville or else I'm out of the playoffs, I'll be there 24/7 to make sure my car is the best it can be. And I mean, why not? What else you got to do?
Yeah, for real, dude. That would be like, especially like working in a super like big place like that.
Right,
Like,
where you got
every
sponsors,
resource.
you're getting paid. Like you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to do like a side hustle or
Yeah,
work.
just do
Actually
it.
work. But at least you could do is be there with your mechanics and your guys that are trying to get that car perfect because
Yeah,
you
it
know
keeps the morale up when you're around
yeah,
the team.
especially with track if you like it and you've had success there and you're in a must win.
You want to have some input, maybe.
yeah.
Just talk about things from the past when
Right, they
doing
race there
stuff.
in the spring.
Yeah.
Go over notes.
Talk about Ackerman slugs.
Yep.
Ackerman slugs and
Yep.
camber turns.
When they're putting the pinion shims in the sleeves.
7/18 long
Yep.
weights.
That's right.
Long waits.
Long,
Have we ever talked about that
waits.
on here about how like sometimes the rookies get just
lingo
sit on? No, they just get sit on a
Oh, yeah,
mission
yeah, on a
for
quest.
nothing.
on a never-ending quest?
Yeah, like if you want to, hey, can you go get me a bag of nitrogen or a long wait? A long wait's the best one because like that actually sounds like something that might be real, but like at the drag strip place, you could send people like away for an hour or two because they all are in on the joke. So like there was someone from Nice, they got sent over to Young Motorsports for a long wait. Like, no, we don't have one, but
Spraker does.
But yeah, check over at Spraker. He might be able to. And then they just send them around the whole park, and then they come back like, yeah, we couldn't find one. I was like, where the hell have you been? What have you been doing out there?
Searching for what?
Yeah,
It's been 6 hours.
you couldn't figure it out by then that it wasn't a real thing. God.
That's when you just play the system.
And you went to school for this?
Yeah, you went. You went to school for this. Oh man.
The best quote is, "You went to school, and I'm sitting here, didn't go to school, and we're in the same position."
Yep.
Dum dum dum.
Mike Chance would sound like something Mike Chance would say. Back at RC over.
Mike Chance is a NASCAR treasure.
No, I miss that dude. I miss working with that guy.
He was hot today. He was hot and bothered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're just behind. just trying to catch up for these
On the last car?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Do y'all have an Xfinity car y'all are taking or no? For any of the races for the rest of the year?
I think
No.
we're done.
No. The one that's being sourced by the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my team's pretty good. Like as far as cars, but those guys have torn up.
Well,
a
yeah,
little
I
bit
guess. Yeah.
the last
Kansas
couple
probably
weeks,
didn't help.
and-
Because I know they were going to take that car from Kansas to Phoenix.
Well, they got a car from...
Well, they are. It's just but it's
Their
gonna get
Phoenix car
fixed.
came from a different shop.
Martinsville car.
Martinsville
really?
car?
Yeah, that's going this weekend.
Oh, what car's going to Phoenix?
The one that just got wrecked at Kansas.
Yeah, I guess they can turn that around. I mean, it's just a nose and a fender.
they
I
already
don't know, dude.
It's already got a nose on it.
Steel body cars take a little bit more time. Like my car from Kansas already has a splitter bar,
Yeah, the
lower
composite
nose
bodies
fender,
are
and the
nice
and the
because of
back
that.
bumper on it in like 2 days.
Yeah, but I don't know. The boys, can we give a shout out to old Cecil Tipton?
Oh, Cecil,
Yeah, at Aerofab.
Aerofab.
Yeah, him and Craig, they do good work. They got the.
I
boys
miss
hooked
working
up.
with Cecil. He used to give some great advice.
Cecil's got the best stories. You may hear the same one like 4 or 5 times.
The man was a quote machine.
Oh, he is a
He
quote
is.
machine.
That's some of the
When
best
when he
parts.
stops, looks at you, takes the glasses off. Just get your notepad out.
Yeah.
and be ready.
Look here. Dude, that's like the best thing about working with old heads in the industry.
Old heads.
Dude, because they got the best stories.
Real
ever.
quick. Back in 1986.
Yeah. We were down in Daytona, driving down A1A, and I got told a story today about how Rick Mass was pushing someone in a rental car down A1A, and then they got pulled over. So he just jumped out and stood on the sidewalk, and the cop was like, "Who's driving this car?" He's like, "I don't know. I was just watching the crazy sumbitches drive down the road." God, I wish
Good
NASCAR
stuff,
was like
good
that,
stuff.
like it was back in the day. where
Yeah, like
I think
all the
it's
stories
just
you hear.
I think it's just some of it's probably a little pumped up, a
fabricated.
little fabricated.
But you can also, if you go back and watch old videos, old broadcasts of like early 2000s, like it was pretty lit.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of celebrities there. The stands were just completely packed. Like
Yeah,
campgrounds packed.
and people people talk like there was that one. There was a picture of something.
Race day by the Home Depot.
There was a picture of something of Tim Richmond like talking to a fan after he got like wrecked or something, and people were like, "This is what's wrong with NASCAR. Drivers don't do that anymore. They need to interact more." But like, the truth of the matter is, if that happens now, they like rush you to the truck. Like I looked at my car at Coda when we
Yeah.
blew up that time, and I got called to the NASCAR hauler because I
Well,
didn't get in the truck fast enough.
and a lot of these issues that I think the common fan complains about with NASCAR or racing, it's not even a NASCAR issue. It's a society like 2021. Like this is just how things are. Like, for example, that can be easily explained with that's an insurance thing. NASCAR has a huge, I'm
Yeah.
sure, massive insurance policy for all these tracks and all these drivers and all these people. They're like, hey, when they get in a crash, they need to go straight to
Yeah.
to get evaluated because they could get sued, right? It's everything's like preventing yourself from getting
Yeah.
sued.
Everything's so uptight
covering
these
your own
days.
ass, right? And pleasing the powers that be, which
I wish it wasn't that way. I wish it was just super laid back.
everything's so corporate and PC, and it's just unfortunately, it's just how the way the world
It's
is.
it's how things are these days. But
Everything's got to be like the whole lightning delay. Like
I was so
hate it.
happy they actually cut that
They
short
did
this weekend
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't
because
wait the
that was a
whole 30
little
minutes.
ridiculous.
Well, I mean, someone did die at Pocono.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
right.
but also
It's a lawsuit.
that's one time. A, B, the sun was out.
Yeah, I
At
think
Kansas.
that situation, the storm rolled out quick.
I'm glad that they
And
actually
then
broke
Rudy
one of their
Fugle got
rules.
bonked on the head.
Yeah,
He did.
He took a TV show
Dude,
to the noggin.
Oh, it was a
Freaking-
TV screen.
Yeah, the whole the canopy, like
Yeah.
they had the hanging ones, and the whole thing, and and like just whipped. Like it happened right. We were standing right
oh,
there,
right next to him.
Yeah, we saw it happen, and immediately when I saw the 24 canopy flying in, I knew immediately ours was screwed because ours is way worse, not pinned in or nothing. And I looked down and it completely was gone. Like
I watched the whole
it
thing.
landed on I think Brad Keselowski's pit box.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it was bad.
hey, we just went the rest of the race.
The
with
big
no
teams
canopy.
were taking their canopies down,
Yeah.
or they broke out the ratchet straps.
got
I mean, it was like
super
30,
windy.
40 mile an hour winds.
Yeah,
Kansas is so
dude,
weird.
The front panels on the 51 box, like Hillman and Steve are both trying to hold on to them because if a big gust of wind came, they'd like flip out and almost come off. And the pit crew guys, because I was trying to help them put them back on, and they're like, "Yeah, those things are sketchy, man." I'm like, "Well, appreciate the help trying to fix it."
I wish I could have seen that. But dude, the Midwest. Yeah, so we travel a lot. We've seen a lot of places.
That's the plains.
But
That's not the Midwest.
Okay, way to get specific, Matt. Back
Okay,
to
someone
Sawyer.
who's
Alright.
from the Midwest. That's a plains.
okay, all right. So do you include Iowa in that? Because I was gonna.
No,
transition
Iowa's in the
this-
Midwest.
All right. Well, the two tracks that come to mind with crazy weather in my recent memory is
Iowa and Kansas.
Like 1 minute sunny, next minute windy, rain,
Honestly, Bristol too. can
dark
get like
clouds
that.
rolling.
Bristol.
Well,
Weird thing about-
it's in a mountain. It's kind of like in a valley.
The weird
So
thing
it
about
creates its
Iowa
own-
is you can see
that's like
it coming.
Pocono. Like Pocono creates its own weather because it's in
Yeah.
a valley.
Like Iowa, you can see the weather coming.
But the wind out in the plains or Iowa,
Terrible.
Midwest, whatever it is.
And that's why it's Tornado Alley.
Yeah. Well, there was tornado warnings, I think.
I went into
Sunday or
Iowa
Saturday.
once, and I'm pretty bummed on that. And
I like
I
Kansas,
sucked
though.
when I was there.
Other than the weather, Kansas was good.
Kansas is actually pretty cool, and it's funny listening to some of the older guys talk about Kansas and how the first time they went there was nothing out there, and now it's like
Big.
this huge,
Kind of like Texas Motor Speedway.
yeah,
too.
Texas. I mean, I remember, I guess growing up racing at Texas, there was just that one gas station across the street, like not the Buc-ee's, but like the little one with like the little taco place in it, and that was
Yeah.
it. And now there's a mall, there's that Top Golf kind of place, there's a big old Buc-ee's, a bunch of restaurants over there,
A Whataburger,
a Whataburger,
an In-N-Out,
and an In-N-Out. I like how they went right next to each other just for a
just
straight head-to-head.
just a big middle finger by one of them.
Yeah. I mean, Whataburger's pretty much got that on lock, so whatever.
I mean, if
You can, shut up. Shut up.
if
Can
the
I be
In-N-Out
the
wasn't
person that-
profitable, it wouldn't be there.
Is it possible to just like both?
No, you have to pick a side.
I mean,
like both.
I don't like In-N-Out.
If I had to pick a side, I'm gonna pick Whataburger.
There
but
you go.
I do like In-N-Out though.
See, here's my
In Vegas, I got
I'll
it.
say
It's good.
In-N-Out burger's okay. It's got that good
The
sauce on it.
spread, yeah. the
It's not
spread.
bad. Here's the thing that
The spread.
sucks about In-N-Out.
What?
Their French fries taste like drywall, dude.
They're like Steak and Shake fries.
They're so
They're very
bad.
bland. Yeah, the fries. Yeah.
I will say this though,
It's a burger
Whataburger
place.
does have the
You go to
upper
Burger Place
hand
to get the fries.
on dipping sauces.
Yeah, and ketchup specifically.
Spicy ketchup.
Or just the regular ketchup tastes different than any other. Like, it's better than any ketchup on the market. Better than Heinz. Better than anything.
It's grown in the land of water.
It's different. Like, if you ever, like, take a ketchup packet from Whataburger and open it, it doesn't even look like standard ketchup. It's, like,
Do you think
gritty.
Do you think it's more natural tomatoes or more
I
like
couldn't tell you.
preservatives
I know
and
it.
chemicals?
I know it's way better.
additives?
I'm going to say less preservatives and additives. Like, ketchup
It's a natural.
out of a bottle, like, is, like,
Super
it's, like,
red.
super smooth looking and, like, greasy looking.
They add all kind of stuff to that, right?
And it's like, it looks like toothpaste when it comes out of there.
Yeah.
Ketchup looks like an actual tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Whataburger ketchup does. And the spicy ketchup is way better.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I've been going to Whataburger for a long time.
He's smiling over there.
And it's always
He's
it's
got
always
something.
We've divulged
divulged.
into just the most useless conversation.
This
Well,
is
what do you
what,
want-
that's
what do you
what
wanna
this
talk about
podcast is about. The podcast description on Apple is two NASCAR guys talking about nothing.
I mean,
So
that's
what
true.
would be more productive to talk about?
I don't know. Oh, let's
Hey,
talk
can we
about
talk-
the race.
I
at
wanna talk about something.
Martinsville.
I want to talk about racing
All right, here we
for
go.
the first time. Now, like racing, you got this micro sprint going on. So I've still got my my old go kart that I raced,
The Margay.
the Margay, which we're talking about chassis colors, purple, sparkling purple.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super.
You
super
should have
clean.
brought that thing up here and taken it to GoPro.
Yeah, well, it's I got it apart right now.
Oh.
I've had it apart for like 5
Are you
years.
gonna put it back together?
Yeah, so I'm gonna strip it more And
What's the racing culture like in? Where are you gonna be? You're gonna be living in Louisiana now.
yeah, New Orleans, but I'm from southern Mississippi, and really that whole area is it's almost non-existent. There's like a couple.
Is there anything in Louisiana?
Yeah, there's Baton Rouge Speedway,
Dirt.
quarter-mile dirt oval.
There used to be Revolution Raceway Park in Monroe, which I used to race at.
Yeah.
NOLA Motorsports Park is at
Monroe
road
is
course.
like almost like Texas and Arkansas though, and it's up there like
No, it's really close.
to Olive Branch, like where Ricky Stenhouse they race up there, which is right by Memphis. So that's got a way bigger racing presence than the southern Mississippi or southern Louisiana. But yeah, you got a couple dirt tracks, and then personally, I raced in Jackson, Mississippi, which is the capital. Lake Speed, NASCAR winner, Southern 500 winner. He's from Mississippi. He built the go-kart track that I raced on years ago. But yeah, other than that, that's really it. Like I said, that was like the Mississippi Karting Association that I was a part of. We ran actually like a street course in downtown Booneville,
What?
Mississippi. Yeah, they did a street course in Boonesville, Mississippi. Small little town with like a cool old downtown, like all the old buildings and stuff. And they had
Like for go-karts at a street course?
yeah,
That's sick.
dude, they had all kind of classes.
They should do that in Mooresville.
They had it was funny. I remember this vividly. I was like 12 or 13, but they had all the prisoners working. Like the city made the prisoners like they were kind of like the track workers, and like they had hay bales. They lined all the streets with hay bales and stuff, and it had like cones and markings and like where the pit area was and garage area. And yeah, it was super fun. We actually I broke that day. I broke like a gear or something like stupid, but yeah, we ran that, and there was another track too. I can't remember, but regardless, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's all football, baseball, ball sports. If any racing is the biggest, it's dirt bikes, and that's like what I started out as a young 6-7-year-old doing dirt bikes. But go karts are fun. But back to what I was getting at is I'm gonna get that thing souped up. Definitely gotta get a bigger seat.
Are you gonna wear your dustless blasting fire suit?
Maybe. I'm hoping I can keep the Nerdtech suit. I really like that suit. It's comfy.
I'm sure if it just
I mean, it's pretty
might just
faded by
disappear.
this point.
If I don't know
So
what
you're
happens to
probably
it,
good.
I probably just put it in the hauler. That's the last I remember.
should be.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
truck driver.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be.
It all falls back
They,
on the truck
they probably
drivers.
took it to dry cleaning.
Yeah.
That's the dry cleaning people. No, but I have the Mikasuki. My original fire suit was the
You have a Mikasuki suit?
I have
That's a
next-
3-piece.
a 3-piece Nextel Cup Dodge Phoenix Racing.
Actually, I don't know.
It's not even.
Dude, the
I think Mike
Mikasuki-
Wallace was driving it at that time.
The Mikasuki #1
Oh,
is a car, or
This is the 09.
09 and
Yeah.
Cup. One in the Xfinity.
one in Xfinity. It was just the one. That is a car that I wish I could have driven. I don't know why. It was a smaller team, but
The
driving
paint
for
scheme was
Phoenix,
iconic.
dude. Yeah, exactly. That's why that Mikasuki
Because Kyle
#1.
Busch ran it in the trucks too. The 51.
Yeah.
Yep, that
Billy
Mikasuki
Baloo.
#1.
Johnny
God,
Benson.
that was a nice. Johnny Benson
Yeah.
drove it.
Brad
Mike Bliss drove
Keselowski
it.
won in that scheme.
Yeah, he did. And but that was a COT Cup car. I'm talking the old Gen 4 style Bush car.
Twisted
like,
Sister.
Whenever I watched didn't JJ drove that car,
Hey.
didn't he?
Didn't Mike Bliss win a race in that car?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
He won Richmond, right? Or no? I'm trying to think. Spud, one of the engineers at JD,
But it
worked
was
there.
it was a weird concept because he won the race and then was like fired the next week.
Right. I remember that.
It's funny. Like a lot of the guys at JD used to work at Phoenix.
Oh, because it's right down the road.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I don't know
know
how I
that.
never put that together, but like a lot of the guys, like
So if you're driving through South Carolina and you see the guy roofing buildings,
that was them.
that was the Phoenix shop.
So, yeah, I'm going to get the go-kart fixed up and do
Hell
some
yeah.
track time down at NOLA Motorsports Park.
Do they have like a kart course there?
I think so. I mean, they got the course that
Do they
the
drive?
Indy cars raced there like a couple years ago.
You're gonna drive a go kart on that track?
No, I mean, I'm sure they got different configurations.
So you need a
but they have like a
big-ass
club.
gear.
They have like a club and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm pumped for that.
Well,
You have to rock the GoPro and post that up.
Yeah.
I'm sure Cup cars will be pretty cheap by the end of this year.
Yeah, you
so.
should just buy one of those and just club
would
race
love
that
to- I would
thing.
love to. I know a guy who does show cars. I think he might have been on the podcast last week.
Yeah. You should just try to get that
He
one.
may know a thing or two about show cars.
You should just try to get that one and just club race it with like a 604 crate motor. Or get that
That
new
would
crate
be-
motor that Chevy just came out with 1,000 horsepower.
That would be so much fun.
That'd
Now,
be
if
cool.
realistically, if I buy a car down there, the limited dirt modifieds or the hot thing. So
Yeah,
that's
a big thing down like
that would be
Texas.
Like
direction.
sport mods?
Yeah, sport mod. Yeah,
Yep, like
Damn,
entry level.
you know
entry
about,
level.
what you know about a sport
Yeah,
mod?
we have northern sport mods.
See, well, southern sport mod down
Yeah,
here.
so
but
some
I
of
think
my
it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think
Like some of my friends down there that work offshore or pipeline or construction stuff, like that affordable to a point, right?
No, I mean, it's mostly
they've gotten
stock
in.
parts. Yeah.
Yeah, like they don't have any background racing. Like they're our age, just like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to buy this and get into it.
slippery slope.
Oh yeah, like he's already told me, man, I didn't realize how expensive this is gonna be, but it's fun.
It's not the car, then you need the trailer, and then you need something to haul.
Yeah,
it.
what are you gonna do when you get the micro? We're gonna.
I got that stuff set up.
Open trailer.
I got a crew chief already too.
Make
so.
open
No way,
trailers
really?
great
Who?
again.
Who are you? Are you with me right now?
No, I got a crew chief set up.
See,
You got a what?
I got a crew chief set up for the
you
600.
just gotta. I guess if you're gonna get a crew chief, that's good, but don't get in the pit of money. Dude. You're gonna if you start
No,
hiring people.
all he wants to do is hot lap it.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
that's all he wants out of the whole deal.
Yeah.
What does he know about micros?
Oh, he comes from dirt. Very street stocks.
Oh, okay,
let me-
cool. So he knows all about them.
Let me set that thing up.
I
I
can honestly, I'll hit
I mean,
up my buddy.
he has set up a mini outlaw before.
It's not the same at all.
Hey, what was the guy that crew chiefed our Arcadale? We're talking about the
Jim.
Matrix care. Jim.
I thought it was Jason that worked up there.
It was
That guy died.
Really?
Yeah, he died.
Because I used to.
Really?
I actually
No,
tried to
not-
drive that car before I ever got in a
Red.
Oh,
You're
no.
talking about red.
I was talking about Red. Jason.
Was he the? Hold on.
That's what he did.
April, why don't you come here and suck my dick?
you heard that?
What was his name, dude?
It's
He was a part-time nurse.
yeah,
But no, the crew chief was the original crew chief. Got fired.
Dan.
Dan didn't give a
Dan
shit.
Glaus.
Yeah, Dan Claus didn't give a shit.
Right there, I got his phone number.
Yeah, so
He
Dan.
was cool though.
Yeah, he was super cool, laid back, just didn't care. So
Well,
they
that's because
parted
he
ways.
hated the driver.
That's true.
I tried to drive that car. He should have just put me in. I was.
What?
I was
Well,
trying. I literally. That's why I have his phone number. Before I ever got into NASCAR, someone called
Travis-
me.
For
Travis Brink.
RFMS racing.
Someone called me and told me you should call this crew chief and see because
You should have.
they're looking for a driver. See
Yeah,
if he can
because-
get in it.
Braden didn't bring any money
Yeah, Braden. Yeah.
because it was all.
You could have been the next Travis Braden. Snowball Derby winner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but-
was,
I feel like I'm honestly. I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
the route I went's okay. So
I mean, he's.
But you could have got to be a part of our team. That's the only.
yeah, I would have met y'all a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, him.
Like
we already,
six
You might have
months.
hated us.
we already talked about how we pseudo met.
How was that?
My first ever
Oh, your
truck,
truck
race
race.
pitting was one of his.
When my
first,
camera shims fell out.
Yeah, we were sharing a jackman with another team.
His camber slugs.
We were sharing a jackman with another team, and within the first 5 laps, he had a flat right rear. So he pulls it down to the pit box. We're like, bro, we don't have.
We don't do that.
We don't
do
have
that here.
We don't have a
Sir,
jackman.
Wait, was that
Sir,
Michigan
this
or
is a
Dover?
Wendy's.
That was Michigan.
Okay, so Michigan was your first one.
Yeah.
I thought Dover was.
No, it was Michigan.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, Michigan. Yeah, we had a flat right rear because the body was like rubbing or something. I had like 3 flat right rears.
Yeah, and you had to reverse it all the way back to the garage.
I did, and then I got in trouble because I reversed through the boxes because that's what I was told I was supposed to do. But then I found out that that's just the same thing as driving through too many boxes.
So you had like 6 pass-through penalties.
Yeah, we parked it anyway. So
Tough.
You've been disqualified.
you've been disqualified. You have wheel damage. You have to fix it. Well,
I think that's a good place to stop.
yeah, that's a pretty good one. I gotta figure out. There wasn't too many funny parts, so I can cut up. There probably was, but I can't remember. But that does it
really,
for.
really quick though.
It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, man, it was a good episode. Fun to have you on.
I want to give a shout out to John Garrett, Forward Screen Printing, Athens Screen
Yeah,
Printing.
see, I got the new diecast this
Yeah,
week.
got my hat on. The
Wasn't that
ITRL
their last
proud partner of the
Not that
Iron
one.
Iron
I
Thunder
just got
Racing
that one
League.
yesterday.
I'm trying to do my plugs here.
I know. I'm
Check us
sorry.
out on Facebook, Twitter, Iron Thunder Racing League, Iron Thunder Racing Network on YouTube. Big things coming. Big things coming. Gutter Team. We proud to have the Gutter Team part of this. So check us out if you're interested in a good iRacing league.
He's going off.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, that's it for Real Men of Genius. Appreciate you listening. I'm going to try to start getting the videos up again soon. I'm pretty sure I have episode 4 on my computer right now that I can just upload as soon as I'm done here. I haven't really had time. And then I'll try to edit this one together. But yeah, that does it for Real Men of Genius. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.